Hi, I'm Billy Gwaltney, and this is the CYA Podcast. This show is for the physician who understands the importance of protecting everything you've worked so hard to achieve. Each week, I'll bring you tips and advice to help you cut through the clutter and misinformation and show you exactly what you need to preserve your income and way of life. If you're ready to achieve the peace of mind that only financial security can bring, let's get started. Welcome to today's episode of the Cover Your Assets podcast. This is your host, Billy Gwaltney, and I'm excited to be with you today. Our question that we're going to tackle today is, as a trainee, does my employer group long-term disability impact how much private specialty coverage I can purchase? And if I'm disabled, can I collect from both? The short answer to that is no, the employer policy does not impact your ability to purchase up to $5,000 a month with the top true specialty disability carriers. Again, one company has a cap of $6,000, but for discussion purposes, we'll cover the $5,000. You can have $5,000 a month of private specialty coverage and have your employer long-term disability policy. That would be in addition to that. If you did become disabled, you could collect from both. As I've mentioned in another recent podcast for trainees, the insurance companies are not financially underwriting you as a resident or fellow for a private specialty policy. So they'll give a resident or fellow $5,000 a month or allow them to purchase that. And assuming medical underwriting qualification, you can have $5,000 a month of private coverage. Now, again, for certain specialties, it could be a different amount. For dentists, podiatrists, certain occupations, it could be different depending on the company. So you want to verify that. But whatever that a private coverage amount is, you have that, and that follows you wherever you go. Okay, as long as you pay that premium, that's your coverage, and it cannot be taken away from you. If you are in a training location where they offer you a group policy that's, say, 60% of your trainee salary, then you can have that. And if you meet the definition of disability with both, you can collect from both. Now, that's a big if, because it's much more difficult to meet the definition of disability for a group long-term disability policy because of adverse selection. Again, I've covered that in other podcasts and would be happy to discuss what that means offline if you would like to. But if you did meet that definition of disability, you can collect from your group policy, which typically would be taxable. It would be a percentage of your income. And then you could have your private specialty policy that would pay in addition to that. This is going to be a shorter podcast because I just wanted to answer that question. I get that question a lot. Does my employer policy impact how much private coverage I can purchase as a trainee? Because word gets out there that, which is true, that your employer policy does impact how much private coverage you can purchase as an attending. As your income goes up and you become an attending, the employer long-term disability policy is a part of the formula that companies use to calculate how much private coverage you can purchase. But as a trainee, in general, they waive that calculation and will allow you to still purchase their maximum, say, $5,000 a month cap as a trainee. Hope you found this helpful. Feel free to text me or call me anytime with questions. I'd be glad to answer those. My number is 704-270-2376. Again, that's 704-270-2376. Until next time, this is Billy Gwaltney. Look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.